My name is Mark Campbell, 46765. This towing contract is harmful to the citizens of Fort Wayne and the towing industry in Allen County as a whole. Every other major populated city has a rotation giving all companies equal access to the most profitable revenue stream in this industry, where this contract puts millions in the hands of one company, allowing him to subsidize his revenue stream and push out his competitors. This gives him a monopoly in municipal towing and allows him to fix pricing in this county for all towing. This contract is not being followed. I believe that I have proof that he's been overbilling citizens forced to utilize his services on a tragic day in their lives. There is no one auditing this contract to protect the citizens. There is no one fining them as Red River was fined for not failing to uphold their contractual obligations. There is no avenue for a citizen to even file a complaint. The contract is a vague outline granting the provider unlimited access to charge whatever he feels like when handling medium and heavy duty jobs. Anytime a large record is dispatched, he's billing outrageous amounts an hour. The predatory manner that they chase wrecks, sending a pickup truck, calling it a supervisor vehicle. There is no service that he provides that's proprietary or unique that can't be provided by the accumulative efforts of the companies of this city. And the fact that it's a single provider system that hasn't been put up for bid since 2013, the contract was not to be renewed except for like terms, yet it has been openly amended 3 times, whole provision stripped and rewritten. The terms are not like. Any changes that were made were in the benefit of the provider, not the citizens. The provider should be audited and fined for every missed ETA, every billing, overbilling, every time that he tried to force another company off an owner's request as outlined in the contract. Even the salvage of the vehicle pays a portion to the city, but who's in charge of making sure that he pays his share? Most importantly, where does all those fees go? These fees feel like a pay-to-play scenario, and even though this council had nothing to do with this contract, I believe it's within your power to help us and guide us in rectifying it. I brought a copy of everything for all of you.
Okay, thank you. Anyone else?
Chris Harms, 46835. I'm the terminal manager for Fort Wayne's division of Reichert Knepp Wrecker Service, previously employed at Parker Service Inc. from 2010 to 2020, and Robinson's Wrecker Service from 2020 to 2022. If offered, I'd like to participate in a city towing rotation. This contract in question gives the citizens of Fort Wayne and the motoring public the right to choose their own towing service as long as the service provider can respond within the 20 minutes allowed per city contract. It also states that the current provider is not to respond until requested by city dispatch. And if a different provider collects it via owner's request, there's to be no fees charged for a dry run. Twice in the last year, I've had owner's requests where the city provider was on scene prior to my arrival within the allotted time frame. An officer did not call to check our status of ETA or to confirm the customer request. On 9/28/23, a supervisor from the current city provider admitted he dispatched himself to my accident scene by listening to the police radio and not by city dispatch. Also, on 1/23/24, another customer overturned a commercial truck and was off the roadway and was told by the current provider that he'd be charged a show-up fee if they didn't cancel our services. We were en route within 8 minutes of the customer calling. This is a violation of the city contract and is illegal in most states. During my 10 years of employment at Parker Wrecker Service, I was personally instructed to patrol outside of our assigned areas to solicit wrecks away from competitors. I always felt that this was immoral and unethical. I've been a part of the towing community in Fort Wayne for 17 years, and I feel like it's time for a change. Whether it's a fair rotation or this council to pass an anti-solicitation law in this county so the citizens can choose their own vendor and not be preyed upon and forced to use a single provider. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Anyone else?